What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about SUPERVERSE, super, at the request of Epsilon. Epsilon, my man, we're doing this for you. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get started, you guys. Okay, so looking at it here on a weekly basis, you got in your overbought zone. You're out of the overbought zone now with this week, yes. 4 days, 18 hours left. You're 12.7% down. It would be nice, I think it would be encourageable of you to close this week green or at least red enough, but not so red, that your RSI closes at or above the overbought zone. Closing just below the overbought zone is not the worst thing. You can still come out of that. That's fine. I mean, look, you did it here, but it's more ideal to not close out of the overbought zone. Because oftentimes when you do get in the overbought zone and you get out of it, you go down to the oversold zone, right? Like that's the more common thing to do. Not that this chart has a lot of history to prove that, but that's the more common thing to do. So you move up a little bit. You don't have to move up a full 12%, but if you could close this week green, that's encourageable. But at least a little bit higher to get this thing in the overbought zone still. It's okay being overbought, guys. You do your best work when you're overbought. The last time you overbought, look at how well you did, right? It's okay. You got overbought back here. Look at how phenomenal of a move that was. It's good to be overbought. You just got overbought for 1 week. You can be overbought for several weeks, and it's fine. So now that I've gotten that over with, from a high to a low, you've pulled up to your 1272, got very, very close to it, and you couldn't quite finish the job. Pulled down to your 100 level, couldn't get to the 100 either, couldn't quite finish the job to the downside either. How much of a pullback was that from a high to a low? High to a low, that was 26% almost. That's fine. That's totally fine. I think that's doable for a low. Higher lows in your RSI on the 4 hour. It's a little bit outside this range, but still higher lows, and you're finding support around the 40, 45 area, so I think that's fine. You could go lower, okay? Epsilon and anyone watching this, you could go lower. Just be aware of that. It's fine if you do. But I don't know if you do. I don't think you do. Yeah, I don't think you do. Let's look at the daily. Let's project out, man, because really I think what you did is you broke out of this, right? And you're on your way up. You're just pulling back. It's a little standard volatility on this party to the way up. And the fact that you pulled up down here, you had a little momentary resistance right here. I don't think you stop at the 1272. I do think you progress further. And you probably make your way all the way up to the 1618 where your current all-time highs are. So you're at 188 now. If you move down at all, it's going to be insignificant amounts. The most that I could see you dropping from here would be $1.35. Which, granted, $1.88 to $1.35 is somewhat significant in a drop, but that drop itself, if it happened, would be so quick, so short-lived. You would not experience it long enough to actually be worried about it, right? Like you could worry about it for a day, and then it'll go away because it'll pop back up in such a quick amount of time. Again, if it were to go lower from here, $1.35 is the lowest I could see it going. If it were to go higher from here, I'm genuinely expecting something around $4 is what you're going to do. So I don't know. It's at $1.88. Is a 50-cent loss worth missing out on a potential like $2 pump? You know, I think that answers its own question right there. You don't really need to think too much more past that. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I like the daily RSI. I like the 4-hour RSI. I like the weekly RSI. The goal that I would have is just, you know, if I wanted you to not see prices at $1.35, I would say don't close any given day below $1.72. You close any day below $1.72, I would very much think that you are going to $1.35. Do close any given day above $2.15. Do that, because if you do that, I'll think you're going higher. I got to sneeze. Oh, that was a big one. I'm a really loud sneezer, you guys. I gotta have it muted for your own ears. Anyways, I think I've said everything I need to say. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.